Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with mail day number 19. A couple of fresh cards that just hit my vault in the PWCC vault. Let's get cranking. Card number 1 on our list here is a really good looking insert. Not the rarest card, not the toughest pack pull card, but I just like the look of it. It's sort of got that movie theater trailer theme. It's called 1998 Hoops. Pump Up the Jam. This card's a PSA 9. This is a raw card that I bought from a local collector in a huge collection acquisition that I've been talking about for the last year and a half now. I finally got around to sending this in. This was 15 months in waiting, but got it back and came back in a PSA 9, which is not bad considering it's got 4 dark edges and dark corners. The card in PSA 9 conditions pop 47, as you can see, with only 10 graded higher. So pretty happy to get that card back in a PSA 9 format. I'll save that in my collection until I can replace it with one of those 10 PSA 10s, which I may or may never find. Just depends on if it comes back out in the wild or not. Card number 2 on our list, we're going to have a little bit of a Shaq flair. These are not high end, these are low end, but this is the Shaq 93 second year Stadium Club frequent flyer. This is a good looking card with Shaq dunking on there with the tongue out. So back of the card actually probably looks just as good, if not better, than the front. For those of you who didn't get a chance to see Shaq when he was in his prime younger years with the Magic, you just have no idea what he was like his first few years in Orlando. He looked so different than he did in those Los Angeles Laker years where he picked up about 60 pounds of brute strength. He was very acrobatic, very nimble, and really played the game like nobody else I've seen in this particular generation. If you're seeing Joel Embiid and Jokic and other great bigs like that, you just don't realize how much bigger and way more athletic he was than Joel Embiid. Totally incomparable as far as his physical prowess and the effect he had on the game on both ends. Next on the list is a 1992 Upper Deck. This is not his true Upper Deck rookie. You guys are probably familiar with that, but this is card number 474, showing him blocking some dude named Stewart. I'm not even really sure who that is, and I usually pride myself on knowing what the heck is going on. I do know this. If you scroll in, that is definitely Keith Hernandez right there. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's Keith Hernandez or not, but it looks kind of like Keith. But this is the NBA Top Prospects card number 474. Teeny tiny card, not a big card. Neither was the frequent flyers, but I just like having it in my collection. Next on the list is 1992 Shaq, another rookie card. It's number 401, showing Shaq posting up. That might be Tim Perry he's posting up. I can't really tell. It looks like the Sixers, but it could be the Bullets. I can't tell who he's posting up. But decent looking little card, really cheap, super high pop, junk wax set. Everything about the card screams junk wax. But again, I didn't have it in the PSA 10, so I'm throwing it in my vault next to my other Shaq PSA 10s. And next on our list is a card that I was really excited to get a 10 for. Again, this is what we call a subset card. You know it by its name, Hardwood Leaders, right? You've seen the Jordan and the Jordan Hardwood Leaders. We call it Hardwood Leaders, but it's not theoretically an insert set. It's what they call a subset, so it's just not the base card, but it's also not an insert. But this is the Hardwood Leaders Shaq in a PSA 10. Let's read the back. It says, "You know you're good when everyone on the court knows exactly what you're going to do, but no one can stop you. Dunk. When Orlando's on offense, Shaq owns the paint. Not that he's content with the low post game. He has a good mid-range jumper." I'm sorry, what? Who wrote this narrative? Someone who never watched Shaq play basketball. He did not have a good mid-range jumper. He shot it like a shot put, and no one ever felt like it was going in. He has a good mid-range jumper, and his passing skills improve every year. Unstoppable? ? Indeed. Yeah, I agree with the passing skills improving from year to year. He got doubled so much that he just learned to see over people and throw skip passes to the opposite corner, and even get the pretty occasional hockey assist by kicking it out to the entry passer, who would then move it along one more time to the top of the key for an open three. And of course, he had a great cast around him of three-point shooters with Nick Anderson and Dennis Scott and Penny and those guys. Most notably, Dennis Scott would be the best, the most prolific of those three-point shooters. But this Fleer Hardwood Leaders is a pop 6, so not very many of them out there. So really thrilled to have it. Good-looking young Shaq right there, clean-shaven. Sits in my vault next to some other Shaqs. Next on our list is a low-end Michael Jordan. So a junk wax Michael Jordan. This is the 98 Hoops base card. Number 23, not much to say about it. It does look a little bit different than most base cards. Got a big picture of Jordan on the back there. The front of it's got the all white, borders, but it's not like a squared off borders. It's almost like a fade into the picture with the superimposed version of Jordan in the background. So happy to add that one. That's card number 324 from 98 Hoops. Again, nothing real special about that, but it's a PSA 10. I didn't have it, and for those of you who don't know, like my Jordan collection is more of an army than anything. I'm kind of anti-consolidation when it comes to Jordan. I'm just picking up as many PSA 10s or BGS 9.5s as I can, even of these little baby base cards. Speaking of which, this is the 1995 Collector's Choice Scouting Report Jordan. It's card number 324. I don't know how much I can really say about it. This is probably the biggest card in my collection. It's probably worth $30 to $35. You've probably never seen it. You're probably going to want to go tell your friends about it. But that's perfectly understandable. That's why I'm providing this video for you guys, so you can see the grail of grails, the 95 Collector's Choice number 324. Next, we have... what do we have? Here we go. A 96 Bulls commemorative card. So this is a pretty cool card. It's just kind of commemorating the 70-win season, the record-breaking season. You can see the big three on there. Jordan in his Concord 11s, Scottie Pippen, and then Dennis Rodman with the red matching. And then on the back, you see Ron Harper, Luke Longley, and Tony Kukoc, who were probably taken for granted, but should not have been. It says on the back, on April 16th, 1996, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Chicago Bulls revised the NBA record book when they beat the Milwaukee Bucks. Sorry to see it as a Bucks fan. 86-80. That's how games were played in the 90s. You got to punch and kick people, and so scoring 100 was rare in the late 90s. To post their 70th win of the season, the win eclipsed the previous mark set by the 71-72 Los Angeles Lakers, which was, again, Gail Goodrich, Jerry West, Wilt Chamberlain, not Elgin Baylor because he retired actually at the beginning of that season. The Bulls completed the season with an incredible 72-10 record, which everybody knows about. And pretty cool because this is card number, 72 right there on your screen. So pretty cool idea there by 1996 Topps. And then next on our list is a 1993 Topps Gold Parallel card. This is a little bit lower pop card. Let's see, this is the 50-point club, but it is a pop 49 in PSA 10 condition. So this card I really was excited about, and it's very hard to tell that it's Topps Gold, but it says Topps Gold, and it's got like a gold embossed there, and then Michael Jordan in gold. It's not as gold as gold is now in the ultra modern game, where it just kind of pops out like a big gold brick and shines at you, but a little more subtle is what we're working with here. But it is the Topps Gold Parallel 50-point club, card number 64, showing George shooting his patented fadeaway. And then it's got a little bit of statistics on the back when they used to share statistics on the back. Not so much anymore. And then last, but the card I might be most excited about, and yes, I did notice there's paper loss on the left, and I noticed everything about this card that's bad. I saw everything that you can see right now, but this is one of my favorite inserts, and I collect it no matter what the grade is. When I pick up one of these, I always get it graded, and I throw it in the vault. This is the 1996 Stadium Club Fusion F1. It's a PSA 3. Again, paper loss, shipping on the edges. I don't know if you can tell, but this is intricately die cut gold foil, right? So this is all die cut. The inside of the Chicago is die cut. The left side is all gold foil, and that's usually where you'll see that chipping and that fraying, like you can see right there with that paper loss. If you flip it over in the back, you can kind of tell. There's also a members only version of this. I've got maybe 8 or 9 copies, I think, of this card in various grades, including the members only. I don't think I have a 9. I don't think I have a 9 of this card. I think 8's maybe the highest I have. It's a very low pop card. I probably should have looked this up. 1996 Stadium Club Fusion. Let's look it up real quick since I have a few extra minutes on here. Let's see. 1996 Stadium Club Fusion. Let's go see. I just want to show you guys just how hard it is to find this card in good condition. And so here's your Jordan, is pop 2 in a PSA 10. The members only 18 have ever been graded. For the regular version that I just showed you on my screen, this card right here, only 62 have ever even been graded. A PSA 9 is a pop 5, a PSA 10 is a pop 2, a PSA 8 is a pop 12. You can see that the bulk of these are grading 5 and 6. So I've got the lowest one ever graded, which I'm super proud of. Maybe I'll do a fusion rainbow of every single grade, but you can see I've got the PSA 3 here, but you can see how hard it is to grade these cards, with 18 and 16 being the most commonly graded as PSA 5s and 6s. So just an interesting card all around. Jordan's relationship to the Chicago Bulls, as much spiritual as statistical, is perhaps the most unique team player symbiosis in all of sports. Interesting. And so one thing that's cool about these cards, I've actually got you can piece them together and it fits together like a puzzle, like two puzzle pieces with another player on the team, and that's why it's called fusion. And so Scottie Pippen, if I recall, is the other side of the card with Jordan. I might be wrong on that. I've got one. I kind of want to run across the room and show you guys, but it's one that has not been severed. So I don't know if it was like a backdoor copy or a bankruptcy version or some weird crap like that. I don't know. I'm sure there's a story behind it, but I saw it on eBay one day and I bought it, and it was not expensive. And I tried to grade it with PSA and they wouldn't grade it, but it's actually and I think it's Pippen. It might be like Ron Harper or something, but it's Jordan and the other Bulls player together, and it's not been die cut, so they're actually connected almost in like the size of a postcard, like the 1985 Nike promo. It's about that size. And so I tried to get it slabbed by Beckett, and I tried to get it slabbed by PSA, and they just refused to do it. But I really like this insert. I think it's I hate to use the word undervalued, but it's certainly overlooked, we'll put it that way, because if you bring it up to even to most Jordan collectors, they're not going to be super familiar with what you're talking about. But it checks a lot of boxes in my opinion. The black pinstripe uniform, great Jordan dunk pose, it's die cut, it's got gold foil on it. I mean, there's a lot of things to like about this card, especially in the members only version of it as well. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. That's it. That does it for this this mail day. A lot of cards, nothing super crazy high end, but still interesting nonetheless. But that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.